Leviathan. This starts with a violent end. It's Clash of the Titans, then the sky collapse and I relax the abstract. Nah, motherfucker, when I silence them. Tune it back, I'm soon to snap and view you rap humans as stupid bastards. Actually useless cats and moving past you soon, you be doomed to act. I learned the truth is false, so burn the few that learned it too, then walk home. Sympathy. For the race of men, I have none. Other niggas ain't shit to me. Bits and pieces of shit and it's sick to breathe. What's left of the rappers who are pissed to me? Never been a paraplegic, amputee, defeated, so I guess all that's left is victory. Damn right. Bring heat in the 6th degree. There any other nigga try and bitch at me. I walked in, white shirt, black jeans, no heart, and I left that bitch with a crimson tee. This is your worst fear. Let me make my words clear. The walk feels so good, you get blown away. So sweet dreams, your heart extend. That beautiful death that was caused by war. And this intro is just
abstract 9.
Enemy care package incoming.
Hey, what is up, guys? This is Anonymuz092 on behalf of the Division and Mr. PayBreak. If you guys don't know who Mr. PayBreak is, you really should. This is his gameplay, and this is an amazing fucking MOAB by him. It's not a single MOAB, it's a quad MOAB, so it's pretty fucking awesome. Now, first off, before I begin this commentary, I would like to mention one thing about it, about the score and point limit. If you guys do not know what this is 4-1. This is PC gameplay on 4-1, which means it's not on the Steam game, which means it's the MW3, just with a different client. And the client gives you dedicated servers where people can rank up and all of that stuff. And these dedicated servers allow admins to have the full control over their server, which means that the admins or the owners of the server, depending on how it works for each server, can get the ability to choose their rules and limits, and they could put restrictions and stuff like that. This server happens to be an RGN terminal server, and that is the server that I actually own. So if you guys do not know, I am the owner of RGN, and Mr. PayBreak and a lot of other members are also in RGN. So you know, they are some great players, and they are just ham. They go ham in this game when they play, because they are just straight up beasts. Now, this gameplay is pretty awesome for a number of facts. I actually recorded this gameplay for Gary. He sent me over the demo that, if you guys do not know what a demo is, on MW3 on PC, when you play the game and you know, play the match, you finish the match, the game automatically creates a demo file, which goes into your main, then demos folder within your MW3, and that is the file where you can pick up your gameplays and you could record them and stuff like that. You could save them like that. So he sent me his file to record it for him because I wanted to make it maxed out and make it look really, really nice. His computer isn't the greatest in the world, so I wanted to help him out, and I wanted to share with you guys his awesome gameplay in brilliant 1080p, and I think it looks really nice. I recorded this at the highest that I possibly can. I put the best color correction I could. I tried my hardest to make it look as nice as possible, and I hope you guys enjoy the quality, and I hope you guys enjoy this beast gameplay. Now, this server, I would like to mention a couple things about it. Since I do own the server, I do know about all the rules and stuff. We have a rule here that we are not allowed to call in MOABs until 5 minutes or less, and that is just for the simple fact that MOABs, when called in early, could kind of ruin the way the game is played. It could kind of ruin the server in general. People might start leaving even more than usual or playing a different way, and overall it's just better if everybody could just hold their MOABs until 5 minutes or less. It's not really a strict rule, you know, you just gotta, well, it's strictly enforced, but it's not really a strict rule. What I mean by that is, it's not really like, hey, you can't use it, you can't use the MOAB at all. I mean, we allow you to use the MOAB just at a certain time. It makes it better for everybody, and it makes the gameplay better overall. So anyways, he gets a nice quad MOAB. He almost got a penta. He went on a 6 streak. In the beginning, if you guys saw, he went on a really nice streak, and he got a lot of kills after he got his MOAB. And afterwards, he's going to get a MOAB fail, where he goes on a nice streak and dies, unfortunately. But if you kind of combine that streak he went on and died on with that MOAB streak that he got beforehand, that, you know, that streak that he got after he got the MOAB in the beginning, that sick moment where he just went ham in their spawn, like right here where he's standing. If you combine the two, it's kind of like a MOAB in itself. So overall, it's just some amazing gameplay. He got really close to the penta, and it was just overall awesome. But like I was saying before, you know, it's just fucking sick, and this guy's just overall beast, and he's one of the best players I've ever seen on Call of Duty on the PC, and it was just overall awesome. Now, one other thing I would like to mention about this gameplay that I did not already mention, or maybe I did, I'm not sure, but I just want to say that this gameplay, he did join late. Now, this server, I'll tell you a little bit about it before I explain what happened. This server is 20 minutes long, it is TDM, it is unlimited score, and it's just 20 minutes long, so you get 20 minutes to play the whole match and try to get as many kills as possible, and that's how we run our servers with the 24/7 maps when it's TDM. That's how we like to run them. Our dome is the same way, and we have EU servers and we have USA servers, so that's how it is. Our EU servers are pretty popular. A lot of people play them. I'm pretty sure this was either on the EU or USA. It has to be one of the two. It is an RGN server. I did disable the chat in this when I recorded it because the chat just, you know, adds to the screen, and I think it would be better to look at the full gameplay with just the sick awesomeness that it has to bring. But anyways, the game is 20 minutes long, and there are basically no class restrictions. We do not restrict anything, so people could use Dead Man's Hand. He could have died by stealth bombers. He could have died by multiple amount of bullshit in the game. And if you restrict something in this game, if you're like the owner of a server and you restrict something like FMG Akimbos, and a person's using FMG Akimbos on their class, their whole class gets locked and they won't be able to use their class. So I decided it would be a better idea, you know, to attract more players and to have more people on the server, to not really restrict anything. Therefore, there's more people playing the game and more people joining. And when you restrict stuff, it also tends to attract only a certain amount of people per day, and it doesn't really make the server very full very often. And if you restrict a lot of things, they won't join. A lot of people won't join, and then usually the people that do join are, you know, just there because they're like very, very into that anti-noob feeling, and there's not really a lot of people. But anyways, like I was saying before, this server's 20 minutes. He joined at 15 minutes. If he would have joined 5 minutes earlier, he could have probably gotten 2 more MOABs in that 5 minutes, because each of these MOABs were less than 3 minutes, and it was just a beast way to go. And he could have gotten 2 more. He could have maybe gotten a Hexa or a Septa or something insane like that, and it would have been just overall sick and fucking awesome. But it's still fucking awesome. Obviously, a quad is really impressive. I personally played this game a lot, and I played it with Gary a lot, and we have a lot of fun playing. And here he just stopped shooting on purpose so that guy could kill him, and then he can go for his next streaks. But anyways, me and him have played this game for a long time, and I'll tell you guys a little story about how I met Gary and in the beginning, and how it all went down. A long time ago, I had a server named Ismail092's TDM and Ismail092's nomination and stuff like that, and these servers were French hosted servers. Now, excuse me, sorry there, I had to burp, but these were French hosted servers, just like these servers that I have for EU right now. It's with the same host as before. But anyways, like I was saying, those servers that I had back in the day were named Ismail092 TDM, Ismail092 Domination, and I named it after myself. I didn't really have a clan, didn't really have anything. So, you know, it was just simple servers, and he joined in one day, him and his friends, and we were playing, and I still remember this. He was playing on the map Sanctuary, and he was using an M16, I'm pretty sure, and he had sitrep on and stuff like that. So a lot of people were complaining about Gary. They were like, spectate SG Gary, because back in the day he was in this clan named SG. But anyways, they were like, spectate him, spectate him, spectate him, he's hacking, he's hacking, he's hacking. And me, myself, I was one of the best, like, personally, it's not really cocky to say, but I had pretty good judgment when it came to good players and stuff like that, so I didn't ban without reason, and I would always spectate and get proof and all of that. So I'm like, okay, just shut the fuck up, I'll go spectate him. I knew he wasn't hacking, but I spectated anyways, because so many people kept complaining and telling me to go spectate him. So I decided to spectate him, and I'm like, guys, he's not hacking, he just knows how to play. I cranked up my volume, I heard what he heard on Sanctuary, he heard some nice footsteps, because that map is very good for sound hoarding, especially with sitrep Pro, and he was just overall beasting it up, and he was just doing great, and he was playing normal, you know. Like, some people get the misconception and think if somebody's like pre-firing, they're hacking, or if somebody shot them through a wall, they're hacking. But there's so many instances of how the person could have seen them, how the person could have known they were there. If he was playing with a team especially, they could have called him out, they could have, you know, done other things. Recon Pro, there's a lot of things, you know, UAVs and stuff like that. And when I spectate somebody, I hit the escape button repeatedly, and when you hit the escape button, you're able to see their mini map from their point of view if you're on their team, and if they have a motion sensor and stuff like that. So I was able to see if he had a motion sensor, if he had UAVs in the air, and I heard what he heard because I was spectating him. I'm like, guys, he's not hacking, just shut up. And I remember Gary told me after a while back, he's like, oh, this admin is probably gonna ban me, just like the other admins did and stuff like that. And I'm like, we were laughing about it because, like, the thing that I didn't like when I came to the PC community, because I originally started on Xbox 360, but I came to PC and I've been playing PC for 2 years, and I upload PC gameplays and stuff like that. But anyways, when I came to PC, I've noticed like a lot of people did not understand what being good at the game is. Like a lot of people just assumed if you're better than them, you're automatically cheating, and that word just came up a lot in the chat. And at first I didn't understand it, and I would argue with people, but now I understand it. There's just people cannot handle defeat. Even certain good players that I've seen in-game complaining about people owning them and saying hacker, like some random people that I don't really know very well would say shit like that, and they're actually pretty good at the game themselves, but yet they're getting owned by somebody else and they have to complain because they don't want to look bad in their own mind. And it's just the way it is. And I've seen many cheaters. I've been an admin for a long time, adminning my servers and stuff like that, adminning for other clans that I was in before I started RGN. And I've seen it all. I've seen hackers calling other people hackers, and it's just funny. And a hacker it's not based on score. I love people who are like, look, his score is so good, it's like 150 and like 2 or something like that. No, it's not based on score. It's based on the person themselves. I've been hackers who went 10 and 20 and they were aimbotting, and some of them were wall hacking, and I got the proof. I recorded it, and on our website, if you think you're unfairly banned, you can make a ban appeal. We also check up on our admins. We check to see that their proofs are good, so we like randomly do checkups to see if they're saving their proof, if they're keeping it for 2 weeks and following all our rules and stuff like that. And we just got to make sure that everything runs smoothly. So we try our best to make sure it's as fair as possible, that good players don't get fucked over and get banned for no reason. And that's what I've been standing for since I started playing PC, and that's what I always will stand for. The fact that good players won't be banned for just raping, and we don't base shit off scores. Like I just hate that. I hate people who base shit off scores, like, oh, he's doing so good, he must be hacking. That's just like stupid. And I hate people who base it off pre-firing and stuff like that. Pre-firing, a lot of people pre-fire, and that's a smart maneuver. I had a friend who pre-fired every single corner in the game. He does it on Xbox, he does it on PC, plays the same on both. And he told me, sometimes you might find an opponent and you'll have to drop on him, and that's true. So there are a lot of things like wallbang and pre-firing that people get the misconception and say hacker, don't understand shit, and then a lot of times just out of frustration because they can't do good at the game themselves, or they just literally have never seen a good player. And some people start complaining right after somebody calls in a MOAB, and I've seen it even in my own clan. Like there are some people that don't understand shit. And we also do other things like scans. We scan people's computers, and we tell them before they join the clan that if they're in this clan, we will scan them eventually. And the scan does, we have programs that we could see if they've ever used a hack or downloaded it, and you can't really hide from it, because it checks. Even if you deleted it, we'll still see that you've used it. And we have our ways, and we tell them exactly what we're gonna do. It's with their full consent. They have to agree to it, and obviously they have to agree to it because they're the ones sending us their team viewer information for us to check. So it's with full consent, everything. And yeah, that's just another thing. And we scanned a lot of members, including Mr. PayBreak. He's been scanned before, but he wasn't scanned when he was in RGN. He was scanned before he joined RGN by this other clan that I was in. And we know he's legit. It's just even by his gameplay, you could see that he's legit. And like, there are so many stupid people in this community and in general, but they could say what they want, but at the end of the day, everybody knows that certain players are just fucking beasts, and that's just how it is. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this commentary. I hope you guys could like up the video, subscribe to the Division, check out Mr. PayBreak's channel. His link will be down below, and check out my channel if you want to. And see you guys later.